welcome to the garage. Behind me you can see we have some bigger iron than normal. We are working on our dump truck. This is a 1995 International. It's our 4900 series. It has a DT466 with the P pump. So this isn't the E version of it. This one has the old Bosch P pump on it. It's mixing some fluids that shouldn't be mixed. Mixing coolant and oil, which is not good. The thing runs still great when we start right up, even though it's mixing the fluids. So we're going to start off with checking a few things out. I have a feeling we're going to have to in-frame it, but we're going to start off and looking at the oil cooler just to see if that's an issue. It might be totally rotted on the inside. This truck has sat for a very long time before we bought it. Bought from somebody that bought it from a farmer. The farmer pretty much had it sit, and they had it sit, so it's sat since I think 2012. So it's had some time to rot stuff out. We got it, and some of the radiator hoses were rotting out. So that's why I have a feeling it might be the oil cooler that's just straight up just rotted out on the inside. But we're going to check that, so we're going to pull that off, and then if it's not, then we're going to probably end up in-framing this. We'll do new sleeves and pistons and bearings and all the good stuff on it. So, to take this off, I'm going to pull all the hoses and lines out of the way because it's already drained of coolant. We already did that. I washed it all down, degreased everything, so it's ready to go. I think I'm probably going to pull the alternator off so I can get to everything. Check the water pump too, just to make sure that's not leaking. I've heard those leaking too. That's about it. So I'll show you where the oil cooler's at, and then we're going to start tearing down. Alright, so you're on your passenger side of your truck. Obviously you got your alternator, you got your turbo back here. You can kind of see it. This big line here is your oil cooler. So it goes all the way back to here. It's what your oil filter attaches to there. Comes up here, this is your coolant filter. But this part right here. So we're going to take the whole thing off with both of the heads that mount to the block on it. Inspect everything. It'll probably need new O-rings and stuff on it because those always go bad. That's what we're going to do. So we're going to pop these off, this off. I'll probably pull this. I'll pull this line because it's just a feed line from the reservoir down. And anything else that we need to remove, and then we'll start pulling that off. So then we can show you what oil cooler looks like on one of these trucks and what to look for. Alright, so now we got all the lines off. You can really see the oil cooler. So we got this bolt and this bolt here to take off. And I think there's maybe just two in the back. This one and this one. There might be another one. Okay, yeah, there is. There's one in the very back. There's one in the very back, it looks like. Actually, two of them. Two of them there. And then this line there, and this little line here that you gotta pull off. So we're gonna go ahead and start yanking this thing. I think we're gonna pull the oil filter off on this truck. Then we can pull the oil cooler out. It's pretty crusty looking. Pretty crusty. But yeah, okay, that's what we're gonna do next. Alright, so we got the oil cooler out. This is what it looks like. It's got this big rubber gasket here and gasket here. So we're going to get new ones of these. We're going to pull this apart here so we can check on this. This is where I think it's rotten out. And I think is where we're mixing coolant and oil. But yeah, see, there's a bunch of stuff in here. Oh, it doesn't actually look too bad. There's not a thermostat in there. Interesting. Yeah, but we're gonna take it down, we're gonna clean everything, we'll probably sandblast these ends, recoat them, and put them back on. So let's see if we can split it. I think there's two little pins here. At least there's one on this side. I don't know if there's one on this side. I think there is. Yeah, there's one on this back side. I think we can take those pins and pry on it and get it to pop apart, because this is held in by some big old O-rings. So we're gonna do that. See what happens. Alright, so I'm just gonna take a screwdriver. I'm just gonna pry against here. See if we can get these to pop. Might need a hammer. Now, wants to go. There we go. Get it to come down. There we go. We're leaking oil everywhere. Put a towel down. Work it around. Looks like our O-ring is cracked here. So that might be our issue, actually. Now, this O-ring is super old, hard, doesn't have any elasticity left in it. Which is a lot of times what happens to these things is not even from running it wrong or hard or anything, it's just from old age. I mean, this is a 95, so there we go. Some corrosion. I mean, it doesn't look terrible, but you don't know. You know how it looks on the inside. We're probably gonna get a new one and put it on. Then we're gonna clean all these up here. All this junk out of it. We're gonna get new gaskets for here. We're gonna order those. We're gonna block all these down. We're gonna clean everything up, clean all the junk out. New gaskets here. Yeah, same thing with this. These are all the bolts that come off of it. Some of them are like studs with a nut on them, like this. So all the long ones went on the front, and then these shorter ones went on the back. This was the one I couldn't find. Couldn't see it down there. Real tiny. So there's 7 altogether. Yeah, 7 holes. But yeah, this is going to get all sandblasted. Sandblasted and repainted. All these sockets are 10 mil, so I used, well, 2 of them I had to use an open wrench, the rest I could get with a ratchet socket, and a few I could get with an impact. They were kind of buried in there, between the frame and everything. But yeah, those are all 10 mil, pretty easy. Nice standard, you know, typical when you lose socket. Here's the coolant filter and the number that was on it, so you guys can cross-reference it. I'll put the numbers for both the oil cooler that I'm going to use and the seal kit for it. So here's the back part of it. This is where your oil filter mounts to here. This is that tube I was talking about. Looks like there's like some sort of spring mechanism in here. I'll figure out what that is. We're gonna probably get this deck down, flatten out all this rust corrosion off of it, new seals on it. We're gonna replace this cooler part. It's got a bunch of these little sleeves in it, and then over here you can see, if you can get the focus, it's got a bunch of fins like a radiator. We're gonna get a new one of those because it might be ruptured inside, and I just want to do a new one anyhow. And then this is the front part, so this is the part that mounts into where your water pump's at, and then this mounts to the engine block. We're gonna get new O-rings for this too. So all in all, it's not a bad job. I don't know, probably if you had all the parts with you, it could probably be done in less than 8 hours pretty easily. This we're just kind of troubleshooting on this truck. You can see right here behind me. Trying to figure out where our coolant's getting the oil from. Somebody thought maybe the oil cooler. I know usually the oil cooler is more of a oil getting in the coolant, not the coolant getting in the oil. But anyhow, we want to take it off and see. New truck to us, so we don't know what's been done to it, how long it's been sitting, how often the oil's been changed, yeah, etc., etc. So we're gonna dig into it. We're gonna do an end frame on this. It's the next step because we didn't find anything major on that. So I have a feeling it's a sleeve with a bad O-ring on it. So we're gonna start tearing this apart probably tomorrow. We'll get some videos up on tear down, how to do that, and then rebuild. Just tell you guys where I got parts from and stuff like that. So that'll be coming up next.